Welcome back to the
Welcome.
Download with Ben and Kendall.
Yes, I'm Kendall.
And I'm Ben. And we love music.
We really do love music.
Yeah.
And even the artists, like we love them as people too.
Yeah, we love them. I need them in my life.
Yeah. I mean, we need them on the show.
Oh, yeah. Who do you want on the show?
Oh.
I mean, I feel like, who were you going to say?
Tori Kelly.
Tori Kelly.
Yep.
We love
we
Tori
love
Kelly.
Tori Kelly. Listen, Tori, we're for you. We're for you. So when you come on this show, like there's a space for you. Right now, there's no space because we just haven't planned for that. But we want you on the show.
Yeah, when you're
Tori.
here, there will be a third seat.
Yes.
And we have so many questions for you.
So many questions. Like good questions.
Good questions.
Quality questions. All those other interviews that they're trying to get you to do, like, no. Just come over here.
Okay, speaking of questions, I have one for you.
Okay.
Who do you love following on social media?
Oh.
Like, who is giving what you need?
Gosh, on social media?
And honestly, like, thinking of the answer for myself, I'm like, I can't think of anybody that I actually enjoy following on social media. No offense, but like, I don't know. I don't really love social media as a whole anyway, so maybe that's the problem.
That's
but
really hard. But when you ask me that question, it immediately goes to Jackie Hill Perry.
Okay.
For me, in non-music, but like Jackie Hill Perry, she's giving us wholesome content. She's showing us about her life, and she's just not like just preaching at people or anything, but she's showing us how to live a life set apart for God. Mm-hmm. And she's so real in the way that she posts her videos and just kind of, tells us about her thoughts or like let us in on like what she's thinking. So I really appreciate Jackie for sharing her life and her testimony with us. I
agree.
So.
Her testimony was like a huge piece of me getting saved, actually.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. I was like watching all these YouTube videos and I don't remember if it was like an interview on a show she did or like, I don't know. I came across her somehow.
She's done a few of them.
And I mean, like I just really related to her story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's incredible.
She's incredible, and she's hilarious, and her husband's hilarious too.
Yeah,
they're really funny.
They are great.
Yeah.
We do follow 30 Minutes with the Perrys.
Yeah,
podcast.
I love that show.
So yeah, definitely check that out.
Okay, I have another question.
Okay.
If you could only listen, this is a hard question. So I actually hate questions like this, so I'm sorry that I'm doing this to you.
Oh God, here we go.
If you could only listen to one album the rest of your life, what album would it be? Oh, gosh. I know that's really difficult.
That's really hard.
I think for me, it would have to be it would have to be a Phil Wickham album.
Oh my gosh.
I love Phil Wickham. Phil.
Really?
Phil.
I'm not knocking Phil. First of all, Phil.
I'll explain.
You can sing, man.
I'll explain. It probably would be one of it. He has an album called Heaven and Earth. I think it was his third album. And he got a little experimental on it. It's very pop, which I love. Okay. But it's a little weird, which I love.
Okay.
A little like alternative. And it's anointed. I mean, like, just some amazing songs. Yeah. I feel like if I'm listening to one album the rest of my life, like, it needs to be holy because this is like the rest of my life.
Right. Yeah, I was just thinking about that in my head. I was like, I cannot say what I want to say.
Well, what were you going to say?
I was going to say Michael Jackson, Off the Wall.
Oh, I mean, that's an amazing album.
Man, he's talking about some real stuff. He's like, that 9 to 5, that's not all to your life. Like, that's not it. Like, come enjoy yourself. Groove. Come and feel the music. Like, but I mean, I honestly would trump that with like probably a Tasha Cobb's album. I think I would definitely do what is that called? The more country influenced album, which was I think Royalty. Okay. Tasha Cobb's Royalty. I can get down. I listen to that album.
I'm seeing her next week.
Oh no! Right.
When am I seeing her?
In 2 weeks.
Yeah,
I believe.
2 weeks or something. Yeah, with Natalie Grant, Naomi Raine, and someone else. I forgot.
Listen, you're gonna get like saved, like
again.
I
can't wait, and I think it's at the Ryman.
Yes, the perfect. place.
I've actually never seen a show at the Ryman.
Me either.
I can't wait.
But I've heard great things.
Wait, have you done the Grand Ole Opry tour?
Oh, I performed at the Grand Ole Opry.
You have? Wait,
Yes.
you need to explain that.
So I went to Nashville School of the Arts, and every year our school rents out the Grand Ole Opry as our graduation ceremony place. Yeah.
Wait, that's so
Yeah. No other school
That's
does
so
that
cool.
but Nashville School of the Arts. And
That's
so
hilarious.
yes. So I was part of this group called Pop Ensemble, which was a very popular group within the school, and we did all kinds of genres of music. So each department got to showcase, their department. They do it every year at graduation. Like that, our whole graduation is a show, basically like an award show.
That makes
kinda.
sense.
And so
I went to the wrong high school.
yeah. It was amazing. I didn't want to go anywhere else, but yeah, we basically performed. I performed a solo as part of the set, and it was just really cool. You have your family and
That's super
friends
cool.
that are like watching what you've been doing all year. So
Did you stand in the circle for your solo?
oh yes. Yes.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. It was really cool.
Okay, well, I guess I'm next.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that hasn't in this on this podcast.
It's time for you.
That's so cool.
It's time.
I love the Grand Ole Opry.
Yeah.
Wait, do you listen to country music? Or do you listen
I
to
do.
country? Okay.
But it's usually like Carrie Underwood,
okay.
or like maybe some like Christian country kind of influence stuff.
Okay.
I can't really think of the artist off the top of my head, but yeah. I'm not a what is his name? I'm not a Morgan Wallen fan. Like that's not me. When it comes to country, it's not Morgan Wallen.
Okay.
But
I mean, I just know who that is, and that's it.
Yeah.
I don't listen to country music really.
Yeah.
I definitely appreciate it, but I just never listened to it. Yeah. I mean, I guess like Carrie Underwood a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I mean, there's that Kelly Clarkson duet with Jason Aldean. Do you know what song I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. I can't.
Don't you want to stay?
Yeah.
I love that song.
Yeah.
But I don't know any like country music. But honestly, every time I hear it, I'm like moved.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they have stories, they have messages. And it's very soulful to me in the way they sing.
It really is soulful.
And what they sing about.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a new kid on the block. What is his name? A black kid that's in country now. He's really doing his thing. I cannot remember his name for the life of me. He wears glasses.
I definitely don't know. I don't know any. I don't even know country artists. I should know.
Just pop his face up on the screen.
Okay. You'll have to share.
But he's definitely like doing great right now.
Okay. Have you done the tour of the Grand Ole Opry?
No, I haven't done the tour.
Okay, the tour is amazing. I feel like I'm just doing a promo for the Grand Ole Opry right now. But the tour is really cool because you go backstage, but then you see like there was a flood that flooded the Grand Ole Opry.
Yeah.
And you see the watermarks backstage of like how high the water got. Yeah. It's really insane. And then they bring you out onto the stage. You stand in the circle. You take a photo. And I went and saw I didn't know this either, but the Grand Ole Opry is the longest running radio show in the world.
What?
It's been running for 90s, like I think it's like 97 years.
Wow.
And it's the Grand Ole Opry, that radio show is kind of, from what I gathered, it's what gave country music the platform it has. So like it really blew up country music. I mean, I'm sure there was other reasons too, but this radio show has been on for 97 years and they've never missed an episode. They were on during the pandemic. I saw the radio show. They do it live and you go and watch it.
Wow.
It was amazing.
Okay.
I didn't know any, actually, do you know who performed? It was this band of these 4 old guys that they did the song Woody's Roundup from Toy Story 2. And they were like, we had a deal, like a record deal with Disney Records. And you might know this next song. And they started playing it. And I was like, wait, I know this song. And I was like, this is so freaking cute.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was really cool. Are you seeing any any concerts coming up?
No, I was going to see the concert you're actually going to.
Okay.
But I have a wedding.
You have a wedding.
Be at. Yeah.
It's not your wedding.
It's not my wedding, y'all.
But
I'm
it's
not
a wedding.
Yeah. Not out here getting
Who was
married.
the last concert you saw?
Or
show you saw?
Well, this is very interesting because it was legit a concert or show. It was Madison Ryan Ward.
Okay.
Coupled with
was Was it with Mark Barlow?
Yeah, Mark Barlow,
Okay.
Mark. You already know.
Yeah, Mark's
I
insane. That was an amazing show. I
Mark.
was there too.
Yes, it was so good to have all three of them.
Who was the third artist?
Benji.
Benji.
He's local to Nashville, Christian rap artist.
Yeah.
Really dope. But yeah, like that. I think that was the last show. And it was crazy is that I haven't been to a lot of concerts. Most concerts have been like for Winter Jam or Winter Fest with all the Christian artists.
Okay.
So I've had the privilege to see a lot of Christian artists. But yeah, I haven't been to a lot of secular shows. Oh, you want to know what secular show I've been to that was really good to me?
Who?
Was Lainey. Do you listen to
Oh,
Lainey?
I love
Oh
Lainey.
my gosh, Lainey.
I love Lainey.
Lainey.
Is it pronounced Lainey?
Yeah.
I never knew how to say it.
Lany.
Okay.
Lainey, yeah.
I love Lainey.
Yeah.
I bet they were good
I
live.
really good. Like the production, just his voice is incredible.
I
live.
love his voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like recently sick, but he was like,
Okay.
it was crazy.
Where did you see them?
Nashville.
Is it just him or is it a band?
It's a band.
Okay.
Yeah, the whole band is called Lainey.
Okay.
But yeah, it was downtown, in the outdoor arena thing.
Okay.
I forgot what it's called.
Do you know where they're from? They give me Michigan vibes. Oh, they're from California?
Well, I think they're based in California, I feel like, but I really don't know where he's from.
I don't either. For some reason, I'm like, they're from Michigan. I
Yeah.
don't know why I think that.
I don't know.
Do you know people from Michigan? Because people from Michigan give off a
I do
very
know-
specific
yeah.
vibe. And I don't even know how to articulate it.
Yeah.
But like every time I meet somebody, I'm like, you're from Michigan. And they're like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, I am. And I'm like, I don't know how.
Aren't they the
Know
ones with the
that.
accent? They're like, I don't know how to. Yeah, I think I know somebody from Michigan.
Well,
that
there's
I work with.
there's a lot of Michigan pride. Like people from
A
Michigan
lot.
love
Oh.
that they're from Michigan.
Well, that's
which
funny
I
you
mean,
mentioned
that's
that.
great. What?
My best friend's family like gifted me a bunch of like Michigan apparel, so I
Okay.
have a few jackets.
Like
Yeah.
like Michigan State or
Mhm.
University of Michigan?
Michigan.
Because they're
State.
like competitive. They're
Wait.
competitors. Michigan State is
Go Blue. That's the one.
That's University of Michigan. I think. I
Yeah,
don't even
this-
know. I'm
the
not from Michigan.
The University of Michigan or Michigan University, whatever. Whichever one says Go Blue,
I think.
that's the one.
Okay, because I think Michigan State's green because they're Spartans.
Oh yes, no.
Have you been to Michigan?
No,
I can't
never.
believe we're talking about Michigan.
Yeah, why are we talking?
You
about
need to
Michigan?
wait. Actually, really quick about Michigan. You need to go to Traverse City, Michigan.
I've heard about Traverse
It's
City.
all the way up north,
Uh-huh.
and it's beautiful.
Mm.
It's really beautiful, and they have like a cherry festival.
That's so random for the most northern city.
I know,
Michigan.
but actually, and what's funny is actually I don't think I've actually been there for the cherry festival. But they do have.
I'm telling
one.
you, I don't really feel compelled to go to a cherry festival.
That's fair.
Maybe if it was peaches.
Oh,
Yeah,
Georgia.
Georgia.
And
Yes.
play Peaches by Justin Bieber.
Yes.
Wait, did you listen to that album, the Justice album?
I did. It wasn't for me.
Okay, I loved it.
Wow. You know what?
I
And
loved
I'm
that
just convinced
album.
like Justin Bieber fans like just love Justin because I like Justin, but like that album, I was like, okay, Justin, okay.
Well, there were some weird interludes on there. There was like there's an interlude where Martin Luther King Jr. is talking, and I was
trying
like,
to I was trying
what
to
is this?
understand what that was about.
I know I didn't understand that either. But it was like I don't know what this has to
Justice
do.
Martin Luther King, I
know,
guess. Yeah.
but there's some amazing songs on there, like Ghost.
Ghost is okay. Okay.
Ghost is pop. It's like pinnacle pop as far as I'm
It's
concerned.
good. It's really good. I'm not hating on it. I think I just wasn't appreciating Justin at that time.
Okay, that's
so I was
fair.
like, because I was really expecting him to do something more inspirational, something just.
He was
better.
leading up with some inspirational music, like singles before that
Yeah.
they're on the album.
Yeah, they are.
But
Like
yeah,
Victoria
it's like
Kelly and
it's not as inspirational as I thought it was going to be. But I
Okay.
loved that album,
Yeah.
especially compared to the one before it that had like Yummy on it.
Oh yeah.
I don't even remember
Yeah,
what the
see,
album's
that's
called.
and I think that's why I was like, I don't care about Justice because the album with Yummy, I was like, what is this?
yeah,
And-
it was a strange album.
Yeah. And let's talk about how like in that time, you know, when he made the album for Yummy, really like we were expecting something way different than that because he had got saved. He was like, you know, he was really starting to live different, just kind of, you know, different. And of course, we can't expect like newer Christians or newer believers to have everything all together. But it was a little disappointing because it was like, oh man, like I don't know, like I thought it was gonna be different than like what he's put out. But you know, he's awesome, and I'm really proud of who, you know, Justin, you know, is versus who he used to be. So
yeah, he's like so much growth. It's awesome to see. Okay, so before we wrap up, what's your download recommendation?
My download for the week is Outer Banks.
Okay.
You must go see Outer Banks.
Okay, cool.
Immediately.
Yeah, Kendall got me into Outer Banks. It's a good show.
Yep.
It's wild.
It's very
Those
wild.
kids go through the most.
Yeah, I mean, if I was a
trauma
teenager
after
that,
trauma.
Like, what is going on?
Yeah.
And they never eat on the show.
They don't
so I'm
eat.
Just like,
That's
wow.
a good point.
I guess
They
teenagers
don't
don't eat at all.
Huh. Yeah.
What about you?
My download of the week is going to be a plug for my new single.
Oh,
Yeah,
come on.
It's called I'm Here and I Still Love You by Benjamin Salt, which is me.
Come on.
It's inspired by, before I got saved, I was
Yeah.
in the club and I heard God speak to me. Like it was this quiet whisper over all of the thumping club music. And he said, I'm here and I still love you. So the song is inspired by that. It's like a dance pop song.
Come on.
So yeah, please stream it.
Yeah, please do. I'm telling you, like, Ben is an incredible artist. If you haven't heard him yet, he also has another song called Wondering, which is incredible too. Just talking about, you know, his journey and like, you know, where he wants to go with God. So I think we have someone very special on our hands, and I think y'all just really, really need to tune in for what is to come. It's going to be so good.
Don't make me cry. That was so sweet. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Well, thanks for watching, guys,
Yeah.
or listening.
Yeah.
And we'll catch you next week.